All right, hey everybody, I'm Simon Lazat. This is the Pixel, and this is the hole-in-one challenge. And you have to get it to the chains to make it. So I'm Drew Gibson. I'm not as good as Simon, but that was still the Pixel. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I know that like a month ago and during Vlogmas, I made a Pixel video actually with Simon in the video with Simon's actual putters. But this is the production run, and I felt it and just thought I have to make another video because one, I didn't really throw it in the other video. I just kind of putted it and gave you my putting impressions. And then two, I think this version is thinner than the ones that Simon had. And maybe that was by plan, maybe that wasn't by plan. I'm obviously not very sure, but I think this is a lower profile Pixel. So my first impression or complaint might have been that the Pixel was a little deep for me, but this Pixel actually feels pretty nice in my hand. It's probably much closer to like an Envy, I would say. So we're gonna play 9 holes today. We actually do have Marcus out here as well.
Yo.
I know that you guys normally, oh, I wanna see an amateur player or someone else throw it other than just me. So we have Marcus out here. We're gonna throw all the same shots, and maybe he throws great ones, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I throw it great, maybe I don't. But overall, going to give you two perspectives here. Have Marcus tell you about it a little bit. First hole here, a couple 100 feet. Just going to try to throw it straight at that light pole right next to the basket. Flies nice, and one other note, it is more stable than I thought it would be. Because I know Simon kind of wanted like a straight and shoot putter, and when you have a straight putter, putting wise, you end up having a straight throwing putter.
Yeah.
And I feel like these, since we've been throwing them today, have had a little bit more like kick to them, which is great.
Yeah.
But just a little surprising.
Not my best pull.
Oh! You knocked the feathers off that thing.
It shouldn't have been standing there. It flew away. We're okay.
Overall, I guess I'm not even gonna say redoing this. This is just a much different review than I did the first time, because the first time I was just in Yuli's backyard putting around, and I wanted to give it a putter review because I very rarely do that. I throw a lot of discs and I review a lot of discs, but I very rarely will like dedicate a whole video to putting it. So there I probably threw 2 or 3 upshots at 100 and something feet. Nothing spectacular. But I wanted to come out today with the production run that you guys can get, because obviously you're not going to get Simon's personal Pixels, and neither am I. So I wanted to show you guys what this disc would do if you bought it from MVP or hopefully from Infinite Discs, and if it showed up at your doorstep, what you could expect and what type of product you're going to get. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with this disc. And the truth is, I think that this production run is better than the prototype run, in my opinion. Just made up a little hole here. Like I said, I want to just give this disc a some fair throws, and for shots that I think that not only myself, but also you guys would probably be using it for. So a little headwind and a little downhill. Gonna kind of just pop it at that palm tree up there, and just kind of let it fade right towards the target. Yeah, 7 feet away. I don't care what disc that is. That's a good throw and a good result and a good flight. Just a little uphill upshot. I'd say, I mean, Simon's probably going to be throwing these in from here often. Just maybe try to go right at it. I don't know how that didn't go in. Maybe because I didn't make it, but that looked like it went right into the chains. But maybe I'm wrong.
Looked like it went through the chains. It's not like enough credit, I don't think, on the stability. Mine just flies real straight.
What do you think about it?
I think it flies straight. I mean, the too deep theory or idea, I don't think that it's too deep. I mean, it's deeper than like a Nomad or a Pilot, but those are pretty narrow putters. So I don't know. I like it. So
far, also do tell them you're like 6'2" and have like big hands.
Yeah, I mean, but like Yeah.
Because I think for me, like
Yeah.
the problem was is like it just didn't fit in my hand very well.
Yeah.
The ones Simon had.
Yeah.
But now these ones I think do fit in my
Yeah.
hand very well. So
No, and I think that not even like from what you've said, I think that's even what Simon said and what some other people that have gotten their hands on it said it's like really deep. I don't think it's deep. Like I think a P2 or a Sky God, like those feel deeper than this one. I don't know if it's just like the couple that we're throwing, but I wouldn't call it too deep at all.
let me add, like in the first part of this video, I did say that I think the ones Simon had were deeper.
Yeah.
So Simon's saying they're deeper. At that point, he hadn't even seen these yet, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm probably one of the few people that have been given the ability to see both and be up and close and personal with both. You know, I mean, Simon is the only one that has those original ones, and I was thankful enough to be able to use them. So these, I will say, do feel, I'm pretty good with my discs and how they feel. I would say these definitely are a notch down on the deepness part. And I feel like it comes in the shoulder. Like the part of there's the rim, and then right where it comes at the top, kind of what I would call the shoulder or the dome on like a driver, is where I feel like this disc is a little thinner. And I could be way off. I mean, you guys, someone might see this and think I'm smoking crack, but I really do think that this prototype or this production run is a better disc for the majority of people who aren't big-handed people. And I think that it flies very true and a touch more stable than I thought for kind of what Simon was describing to me. And his were also the putting putters, throwing putters that he'd used for months. So they're a lot more beat up than what you'd expect from a brand new one like what we have out here. I keep showing this like you guys don't know I'm throwing a Pixel. So sorry, I'm not firing on all cylinders, I guess, today. I would love to see this go in the chains though. Wow, that was a poor effort. All right, let's hope Marcus can do better than me because that was as bad as it gets, honestly.
My goal is for this thing to be dry at the end of this flight. That's an honest attempt for a 915 rated guy. That's an honest attempt.
Just a little uphill. Again, I want to show you guys this disc in like real life situations. I don't want to just like throw 400-foot bombs with it and have you guys go, oh yeah, we get it. Like I want to show you what the disc does in a situation where most of you customers would be using it. So what's the wind doing here? Little right to left cross headwind. I'm gonna just try to throw a little turnover here. But that's the exact flight I'm talking about, where threw it turned over into a little bit of a headwind, and you could see the whole flight. It like came out of it and not hooked up, but didn't want to just like go right. So where my complaint about like the Luna from Discraft is if you throw it like that, certain times, especially with enough power, it just like will stay right and never want to really straighten out or especially not go left. So I'd say the brand new Pixel is going straight and having a little bit of fade to fight a little bit of the wind or the conditions you might be in. A little downhill on a 120 footer or so. I think that the rim gives it a little bit more grab, don't you think?
Yeah,
Like
when it hits the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, hey everybody, I'm Simon Lazat. This is the Pixel, and this is the hole-in-one challenge. And you have to get it to the chains to make it. So I'm Drew Gibson. I'm not as good as Simon, but that was still the Pixel.
Hi, I'm Simon, and this is the Pixel.
Oh!
Mine is a smidge straighter than yours.
It is.
But that was a nice ass throw.
Bro. I don't know, it's getting a little dim out here, but kind of right over this black barbecue here is the target. I'm gonna go straight at it, right between these light posts. Mine is definitely more stable than yours. I mean, still a great shot. I'm 15 feet left. You can't complain about that, but I feel like yours might have held that turn a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. Mine's a little bit straighter. Is yours the Electron soft as well?
No, mine's firm.
Firm. I mean,
I just know you like the soft discs.
But I mean, hey, for the people that are out there, maybe it makes sense if they all react like that. Straighter, go softer.
Yeah.
Potential. I think that's in the bag. I'm pretty sure that's in the bag though. I'm not a backhand putter thrower guy, but I mean that's probably like the best I've thrown a putter on backhand forever. Like I just like sidearm it if I get anywhere near the basket, but that thing's in the bag. I don't know. I'm loving that.
Pixel boys.
Yeah.
Pixel girls. Pixel boys and girls. We include everybody. All right, thank you guys for joining. Hopefully I showed you what it might do for me. He showed you what it might do for a 915 Superstar. Again, I'm much more impressed with this. The truth is, this production run, in my opinion, is better. I like it better. I think that even for putting, it doesn't feel as deep, so my putt's not wobbling as much. And I just enjoy this blend. Everything about this new MVP or Simon Line Pixel is really good. Head over to infinitus.com to grab yours. Thanks for joining, Marcus.
Thanks for having me.
Go over to his channel as well. We're doing 1,000 subscriber giveaway for MVP basket. So go over to his Cap Max 7. I'll add it on the screen or whatever needs to be done. Go over to his channel, subscribe. He's giving away MVP stuff as well. So thank you guys for checking it out. We'll see you in the next one.